Hi, my name is Andrea Mexicanos. I am working with Eaton Corporation, a leading company in the power and electrical market. The customer I'm trying to sell my product and service to is Mr. Mark Martin. Mr. Martin is from Meyer Electrical Supply, which is a local wholesale distributor for the southern region of the United States. Being a wholesale distributor, Meyer is consistently looking for companies that can provide electrical components to the final consumer. Mr. Martin is in charge for choosing and finalizing current relationship vendors. Eaton, being a current vendor for Meyer Electric, is currently undergoing a reevaluation. I aim to prove that we are worth continuing to do business with, along with being able to agree with the new set of expectations by providing consistent customer service, reliability, and past proof of all our previous interactions that we've had within the last couple of years. Meyer Electric is the one who actually called upon this meeting so both ends can reevaluate each other's needs. In resolving their new sets of needs, an additional problem I expect to encounter is losing Meyer to other competitors. I will handle this by using indirect denial and answer with question strategies. I will then close the sale with a success story.
It's open.
Hi, Mr. Martin. Andrea Mexicanos. How are you doing today?
Good. Good to see you again, Andrea.
Good to see you as well. Ooh, it's so nice to be here. Everyone's been so nice since I've gotten here.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
So how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Good. I've been actually trying to not miss so many games. I joined that volleyball team at that league, the sports facility you recommended. Your daughter cannot be playing for a better set of coaches. They're so dedicated and just all about team effort. I'm really happy that you recommended it. How's your daughter doing, by the way?
She's doing great, and I'm glad you're enjoying them. This sports facility does a fantastic job at team focus. Mila's getting better and better every day, and it's just been great to watch her grow.
That's good. Being involved in sports at this age is the best thing for her. It really is.
I could not agree more. But listen, I really appreciate you being able to meet with me today. I know I personally haven't overseen a business transaction with Eaton and ourselves, but I do know our companies have done business together. As I explained before, Meyer has had many internal and external discrepancies with our employees and vendors. I have been brought in to reevaluate all of the vendors we conduct business with, to express our concerns and cut ties where needed.
Oh, okay, absolutely. Just to make sure I understand, what type of discrepancies has Meyer encountered?
Well, it seems that employees on both ends were altering delivery schedules to accommodate each other's personal schedules. They coordinated with our vendors and deviated from the predetermined set course for expectance of our ordered products. It profoundly upsets our company as it has hindered customer expectations and caused a loss of customers, all because of personal needs that were put into the works.
Oh wow, okay, so if I understood that correctly, both ends were deviating from upper management's preset determined schedules for when the deliveries were supposed to be scheduled just because of personal reasons.
That is correct. On our end, the employees responsible for this mess have been terminated. Now we are trying to cut ties with vendors that comply.
Thank you for sharing that with me. It's good to know, what one of our current companies are going through. I do completely agree that both ends are responsible. Vendors that you confided expectancy in, and they essentially took incentives, and your personal employees just because of the use of power. I can see where that gets, messy. Well, I can reassure you that our employees will never fall into this type of behavior. One particular reason is the form that they are being compensated. Our drivers are paid based on the delivery on the original contract. So whatever date that both your sales representative and our sales representative agree on is when we make our deliveries. In our contracts, we actually just recently included a clause which actually penalizes us for a fee if we don't deliver on the expected date. The only time this date can be deviated is if both representatives agree and was formally written in that form.
Okay. Well, I wasn't aware of your company's form of repercussions. So, may I ask what brought about this set of disciplines?
Yeah, of course. An R&B schedule just allows us to be able to track and inventory everything that comes from our plants and make sure that we can track it all the way till it reaches our wholesalers. From that point, we feel like we can provide a better idea of where our product's going, and then we can, keep its life track. about it. With the rules our drivers perform by and the contract details, does this show you our company ethics and reassurance in keeping Eaton as a vendor?
Well, I must say I was not expecting a clause that held you to your word. That is great and very reassuring at this point. Nevertheless, I have not seen personal transactions with one another to see how your vendors have acted in the past. For all we know, your personnel could have played into this behavior previously. Old habits are hard to die if that were the case.
No, and that's completely understandable. You definitely have some hard background. Well, let me provide you with some history. I actually bought this manual for you, and I went ahead and compiled every delivery and invoice that we have personally handled with you as a customer for the last 2 years. And you can see on each invoice, you will see the original deed agreement that both our sales representative and your sales representative agreed on. And then on here, you can see the sign off for the delivery.
Oh, okay. I didn't even have these records.
Yeah. You can actually also see there is a small section here for we have a small section for any orders that were delivered on the non-agreed date. But you will also see here signed off by one of your company representatives that there was justification for it, and we both agreed on the deviation of the date. So it was again something agreed by both parties.
Okay, this is such a useful resource to track our deliveries.
Yeah, no, of course. I'm glad that we can provide you with something like this because it's actual proof on both ends and it's documented evidence for each other to see, how our transactions went from side to side.
Okay, awesome. Well, assuming we continue business with Eaton, what can you tell me about the rate at which new products will be released?
Oh, that's a great question. We obviously live in a very innovative world where we're constantly working from the next day, what's going to be the better product out there. But just to make sure, does this concern mine in being able to provide the best products both in market share and inventory for the electrical market?
Yes, exactly.
Alright. Well, I'm pleased to say that won't be a concern. Eaton is continuously expanding their design thresholds and releasing the best products available for daily needs. If you actually refer back in this manual on this figure, you can see, actually turn right here, you can see how Eaton compares to its direct competitors. It's great because either here we can look at the market share. We have the biggest market share, and we also have the most products for electrical components. And you can see our trend for the last 3 years, how we've continuously added each year more products and their applications in the real world. And the applications you can see personally on the next following appendices.
Okay. Well, it looks like the numbers speak for themselves. Good stuff.
Good, I'm glad. And this is for your personal use, so you can have those records and so you can continue to compare us all. I do hope everything I demonstrated to you today has shown the mutual relationship we've had with each other's companies since the beginning. Do you feel comfortable moving forward with the renewal contracts?
Well, I do believe so. I would, however, welcome the chance of hearing from other customers of yours and their testimonials.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. We're constantly seeking feedback to see areas of improvement. On the back of this manual as well, if you flip to appendix, you can find handwritten notes from our past customers who commend us on the service that we were able to provide them.
Oh wow, handwritten testimonials. These are hard to come by.
Yes, but we actively try contacting our customers and having more of a personal relationship. We generally are invested and interested in how they're doing, how are we doing, what else can we do, and I guess they don't mind doing so at some point. But now, after everything we've discussed today, would you like to renew your agreement for providing the most innovative and timely electrical components in the market?
I'll be honest, I was not expecting so much documentary and supporting transactions. On behalf of Meyer Electric, we would be happy to continue doing business with you.
That's so great to hear, Ms. Lauren. I'm really excited that you feel that we've had, a relationship and our past experiences have more or less, summed up what we've done today. Well, if that's so, I will go ahead and draw up the contract for you, and then we can go ahead and have it closed final details by the end of today.
Sounds good.
Alright, thank you so much, and I'm sure I'll see you around with the volleyball team and your daughter.
Yes, of
She's
course.
gonna be doing great.
Yes.
Thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
your time.